Good morning, students. Let us continue with the exercise 13.1. It's question number 11. Question number 11 is limit x tends to 1 ax square plus bx plus c upon cx square plus bx plus a, where a plus b plus c that is not equal to 0. This is our question, students. Now we have to check that if I am putting 1, is it making the form of 0 by 0? No. So we will put directly the value that is x as 1 here, b into 1 plus c upon c that is 1 having square plus b into 1 plus a, then students it will come as equal to a plus b plus c, and here also we will write them systematically. A plus b plus c, it will cancel out, this is equal to 1. So that is your question number 11, students. Come with question number 12. In question number 12, this limit x tends to minus 2, this is 1 over x plus 1 over 2 upon, this is x plus 2. Now students, here this limit that is x tends to minus 2, we will take its LCM. It will come as 2 plus x upon 2x into x plus 2. Now this is also x plus 2, this is also x plus 2, it will cancel out. Now we are left with the limit x tends to minus 2, that is 1 over 2x, or we can say that 1 over 2 into minus 2, that is minus 1 by 4, then students. Means here your answer will come as equal to minus 1 by 4. So come with question number 13, very simple, try to solve it yourself. Question number 14. In question number 14, limit x tends to 0 sin ax upon sin bx, and it is given to you that a comma b that is not equal to 0. Why this condition is given, student, that a comma b that is equal to 0, if you will see that they will come as equal to 0, then it will having the form of 0 by 0. So that is why it is given to you that a comma b that is not equal to 0 here. So let us see what we will do now in such type of the questions, because if directly if I am putting x as equal to 0 here, so it will come as equal to sine 0, it will also come as equal to sine 0, it will make 0 by 0 form, students. So that is not okay, we have to make some changing there. So what we are doing, divide numerator and denominator by x. So what you will get? You will get limit x tends to 0, this is sine ax by x upon sine bx by x. Right, students? Now this will also, we can write it as limit x tends to this 0, we can write it as sine ax upon ax, it is actually multiplied or divided by a, and this is sine bx over bx into b. Now students, here we know that even we can separate their limits also. By separating their limit, we can write it as limit ax tends to 0, this is sine ax by ax into a upon limit bx that tends to as equal to 0, because sine bx by bx into b. Because we know that One theorem I have told you, when the limit x tends to 0, sin x over x, that is always equal to 1. So that is why I have written this in the form of that theorem. So what you will get from here, it will come as equal to 1 into a upon 1 into b, or students, your answer will come as equal to a upon b. According to theorem, we can change the limit also. So that is why the answer of this question is a upon b. So let us come with the next question, that is question number 15. In the question number 15, students, this is given you as limit x tends to pi. This is sine pi minus x upon pi into pi minus x. Now students, if you will see in this question, if x is equal to pi, if I will put this pi here, it will come as sine 0. If I will put this pi here, it will also come as equal to 0. It will make 0 by 0 form. It means we will not put this limit, that is x as equal to pi, directly in the given question. So what we will do, students, we will put x that is equal to pi plus h. X that is equal to pi plus h, as x tends to pi. X tends to pi, if x is pi, so what you will say, this h will tend as equal to 0, because you know that if I am taking x as pi, pi minus pi, this will come as equal to 0, h will tend that is equal to 0, means now its limit will change. Now the limit will be h tends to 0, students, that is equal to sine pi minus x is now pi plus h, means pi minus h it will be now, and in the denominator pi into pi minus h. So what you will see, it will cancel out, here it will also cancel out. This is equal to limit x, this h tends to 0, and here we will get sine of minus h upon pi into minus h. Now students, here, because I have told you, while there is a constant inside the limit, constant will come outside, 1 by pi will come outside, and this is the limit, h tends to 0. Now you know that sine of minus h, that is equal to minus h minus sine h, and this is minus h, minus minus will cancel out, it will come as sine h by h. And you know that this sine h by h, that is equal to, while the h tends to 0, according to our theorem, this is equal to 1, so it will come as equal to 1 by pi into 1, that is equal to 1 by pi then, students. It means here the answer of this question is 1 by pi. Come with question number 16. I think very simple this is. Come with question number 17, students. In question number 17, this is limit x tends to 0. This is cos of 2x minus 1 upon cos x minus 1. Students, in every question we have to check that if I am putting x tends to 0, if I am putting that x as 0, in the numerator it will come as cos 0 minus 1 over cos 0 minus 1, right? You know that cos 0 is 1, 1 minus 1 it is 0, 0 by 0 form once again it is making, right? It is also in the 0 by 0 form. It means we have to make some changing once again here. So what changing we will do, let us see. Limit x tends to 0, cos x can be 2 cos square x minus 1 over cos x minus 1, right students? Now here we can say that this limit x tends to 0, this will come as 2 cos square x minus 2 over cos x minus 1. We will take 2 common from here and take this 2 outside. This is limit x tends to 0, this is now cos square x minus 1. We can write 1 square also. This is of cos x minus 1. Or this is 2, this limit x tends to 0. Here it will come as cos x minus 1 into cos x plus 1 over cos x minus 1. It will cancel out, students. From here to, while we will put the limit, that is cos of 0 plus 1. You know, students, cos of 0, that is 1. 1 plus 1, and you know your answer will come as equal to 4. 4 is the answer of this question. That is your question number 17. With the same way, let us come with question number 18. Here is question number 18, students. In question number 18, limit x tends to a, x tends to 0. This is ax plus x cos x upon b sin x. Now what I am doing here in this question, because you know, students, again if I will put this x as 0 here, you know, again it will make 0 by 0 form. So I have to make changing. What changing I am making? That divide numerator and denominator by x. This will come as limit x tends to 0, ax plus x cos x by x upon b, that is sin x upon x. This is equal to, students, that is limit x tends to 0. Now I am separating the limit also. This is a plus cos x upon limit x tends to 0. This is b. Even we can take this b outside. This is sin x by x. Now you know this will come as equal to 1. Here we will put the limit a plus cos of 0 upon b, and you know this is equal to 1. So this will come as a plus 1 upon b. Done, students. So this is the way that I have told you. With the same way we can do the rest of the questions here. So try to solve some more question of this type yourself. Thank you very much.